Good morning, Dos Pueblos.
Welcome to our monthly DP News magazine show, Beyond DP.
In today's show, we'll be talking about a local surf shop,
The evolution of the DP News program,
an athlete committed to play at the Division I collegiate level,
a short horror film,
and a behind-the-curtains look at DP's theater program.
Well, Sophia, I can't wait to get started on today's show.
I agree, Michael, and we can't wait for you to see it.
I'm Michael Nuno.
I'm Sophia Pixley.
We're going Beyond DP.
And it starts
now. Santa Barbara has a well-known reputation for its surfing.
And there are plenty of surf shops along the coast that provide for our surfers.
But there's one particular place in Goleta that really gets the tide flowing.
Here's Lucas Trexler and Towns Widger with more on Surf Country.
This is Surf Country, a local shop that has been a symbol of Santa Barbara surf culture for 2.5 decades. And this is Doug Yartz, who has managed Surf Country for its full 25 years.
I am the owner of 25 years. My next door neighbor who I looked up to, his name was Scott. I admired him as a little kid, and he surfed. He had like cool chicks over. He was working on surfboards in the driveway. He let me help, so that's where it started. I'd worked in a factory, building boards. I'd been repairing boards since I started surfing. Did my neighbor's boards. I would shape boards in my garage. My mom was really supportive of me like tinkering. I have never lived more than 2 miles from the house I grew up in. I was an only child, left home, like latchkey kid from the 80s, so I was building skate ramps and surfboards and using power tools when I probably shouldn't have been.
With the support from friends and family, as well as a sense of independence, Doug's love for surfing and repairing boards would later carry on into his career. But what makes Surf Country special? Doug believes his store's environment is not like any other.
I've always said that it's like I'm a bartender for a good habit. People want to be in here, you know. Nobody wants to be at the tire shop across the street. Nobody wants to go to the chiropractor if they don't have to. But even if you don't want to be here on purpose for something important, you don't mind being in here even if you have to drop your board off for ding repair or something.
Doug Yartz has been surfing for over 40 years. It's clear that the last 25 have been nothing short of special.
For DP News, I'm Lucas Trexler.
As the tides and trends continue to shift, Surf Country remains anchored in its commitment to the Goleta community.
Now, DP News has come a long way since origination as just a small club years ago.
Advisor John Dent brings students opportunities and resources to express their artistic visions.
DP News reporters Sayla Blackwell, Ethan Gardner, Abby Selsler, and Dev Will have that story.
This is DP News.
And it
starts
now. Good morning, DP. It's Tuesday, April 29th, 2008.
DP News is a media program at Dos Pueblos High School that has been around since it began in 2004. It all began with one conversation.
I said to the principal, "Do you have a video program here?" And he said, "No." I said, "Well, how can we start one?" And he said, "Well, here's $20,000. Why don't you get it started?" And supported me. We bought some computers, we bought a few cameras, and we started with an after-school club doing video editing.
Throughout this time, the program has undergone many changes and overcome many challenges to become the success that it is today.
The challenges were, how are we going to fund this? How are we going to make this something where we can scale it?
But the program hasn't always been the same.
I'm Mr. Dent, and I'm in charge of coordinating all the students, but really it's a student-run production.
So we started doing a daily news show in 2004, 2005. And we were doing that on VHS tapes that we would then run to the library and play in the back of the library so the rest of the school could see them. And then I went to DVDs and we did the same thing. Obviously, we're a long ways from that. But the experience of the kids is the part that I'm most excited about.
My favorite part of the program is the people that you meet along the way and the teachers and the relationships that you get to make. I don't think I would have ever talked to any of the people in this classroom outside of it, and now some of them are my best friends.
The proudest moment was the day that we started in this building. When I started the program, I had no vision of how big it would be. And then the day that students walked into this building and got to experience that for the first time, that was the most magical moment.
We're live. Take. But making the program successful takes more than just involved staff members.
I think that DPNews has had a lot of really talented seniors in the past few years. Just people who go above and beyond and who are just really, really talented in what they do, and we have them to thank for a lot of our successes in the past few years.
My hope is that this building and this program lives long past me being here, that students will have this forever.
With students and staff members like these, DPNews will continue to thrive for many years to come.
Reporting for DP News, I'm Abby Selsler. Take.
Thank you, Mr. Dent, for giving students opportunities to flourish in the film field.
DP is home to many exceptional athletes.
DP News reporters Sophia Pixley, Luke Knight, and Xenia Potter showcased the success of one standout soccer star.
My name is Giacomo Gabrielli. I'm going to Princeton University to play D1 men's soccer. What inspired me to play soccer was my dad. I think I grew up playing soccer. Like the minute I was born, I was kicking a soccer ball, and I've just always loved it and stuck with it. I think since I started playing soccer, I've always wanted to play professionally. So I feel like college is just like a step in that direction. So hopefully I play good there and then I end up going pro. What ultimately led to me picking Princeton was the coaching staff. I really connected with them. And then also, I feel like it put me in the best opportunity to play professionally after college as well as getting a good degree. And when I received the offer, I think I was very excited because I knew that was like the college that I wanted to go to. You know, we have team training 6 hours a week, and then I do personal training, which is about 4 hours a week. And then on weekends, we have 2 games, so I don't really have like that big of a social life. So I've definitely had to like sacrifice hours to practice instead of like hanging out with friends or like going to parties and stuff. I've wanted to give up. I've gotten injured and that really hurt. And then I was also not like, I didn't make the team the first year, which made me like want to give up, but obviously I kept pushing and I ultimately made the team. So there's been many times where I've done that, but you just keep going, I feel like. Just keep pushing. It's all about like what you put in is what you're gonna get out. So even when you feel like you're tired or want to give up, just keep pushing and keep practicing and you'll get there.
Congratulations, Giacomo. We can't wait to see what you do at Princeton.
Every year during spooky season, junior high and high school students across the nation participate in a student television network-ran contest called Horror Fest.
Participants have 25 days to create a horror-themed video with a specific and unique prompt every year.
This year's theme was Technology Can Be an Evil Thing, and all the communication in the film had to be through technology such as text, FaceTime, or anything through a screen.
Let's take a look at DP students Sophia Pixley, Luke Knight, and Xenia Potter's contest entry.
Perfect.
I hope you enjoyed your spooky season, Chargers.
At DP, our theater production works hard to produce school plays and musicals to wow our students and families.
The actors and performances have been outstanding over the years, but there's still one aspect of theater that makes the production come alive.
The stage crew and set production.
DP News reporters Nate Vincent, Natalie Zabinton, and Sam Blakely take us to the stage with more behind the curtains.
Our DP Theater Company puts on amazing plays and musicals throughout the year featuring talented student actors and captivating plots. But there's one aspect that often goes overlooked. Behind every captivating play is the set and the people who make it. A lot of time and effort goes into at least the carpentry side. A normal person would get here around like 3:45 after school ends. We would meet for a bit and then go off and do our own things or work together as a group. During Hell Week, we will stay till around 7 or 8. And then during Tech Week, that's when we have our late nights. So that's like 11 or 12 o'clock. But the thing is, a lot of people don't really know what we do. They know that we exist and that we do the lights and we do the set building, but they don't really know what we do. When you join crew, you're not doing just one thing at a time. If you want to do specifically costume crew, you're going to be also doing carpentry and learning different techniques and stuff while also doing costuming. Everyone does a little bit of both. It's fun. You learn a lot. You learn a lot. Being a part of DP's stage crew is definitely a lot of work, but it does not go unappreciated.
The role that students play is they establish the environment. And then the other aspect is that it's like a team sport. It's a collaborative process. This can't happen without team effort. There's nothing quite like being a part of theater where you spend 2, 3, 4 months putting all this time and effort into something that comes together because of collaboration. It gives students an opportunity to be a part of something that's much larger than themselves.
I always tell my cast that without our stagecraft students, there is no show. It's just a bunch of actors playing on a stage, and that's it. The show truly doesn't become what I envision it to be or what my cast envisions it to be until our stagecraft students do what they need to do, right? There is no show without lighting and sound and a stage and a set. It just really makes the show top tier. It brings it up to the next level. I think in general, a lot of people don't truly understand what goes into a production. I think there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes unnoticed, and all the audience really sees is the show, right? They come in, they're like, wow, that show is incredible, but they forget that months and months of effort and time and blood and sweat and tears go into making something really magical and professional like that. We're nothing without our stagecraft students.
Or whatever probably serves. Yeah.
Stage crew is definitely hard work, but it all pays off on opening night. This has been Natalie Zabinton for DP News.
Good luck, theater, with your productions this year.
Well, that's all for this month's episode of Beyond DP.
We'll see you next month.
And thanks for watching.